Blog Talk Radio.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. Put summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
All right, welcome to another Friday night at the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
All right. It's a new month. It's a new day.
Oh, it sure is. Brand new month.
How about that?
What month it is? It's still July? Yeah. You in a time
Getting
warp.
a little chilly out there. You know? That's good. Time to stop going through all that deodorant and all that crap so fast. It's expensive. Man, please. Time to put on a top coat and something.
Oh, no. Say it is not so.
Something nice.
So you don't put on no deodorant when it's cold, Pop? What's up with
Hold up, wait a minute.
No, I'm just going by what you're telling me now. What's up with that?
Rewind the tape.
Okay, it's rewind.
Yeah. I said it's time to stop going through so
so
much deodorant with the heat and everything
I
like
missed
that.
something along the way.
I shouldn't even really said that because that wasn't really, But anyway. Anyway.
Yes.
Let's get past that. I prefer to fall out. Put some long pants back on, dress up a little bit.
I like summer when you can show your legs.
Yeah, okay.
I like spring. I like spring and fall. I like the
all right.
the clothes and things.
A lot of people wearing last year's outfits, though. You ever see people that look like it's last year?
That's a topic for a whole nother show. It sure is. People wearing last year's outfits that fit last year, but don't fit this
year's
year.
Body and
well, no. That's a whole nother issue. Yeah. So what's going on tonight, Cal? Okay. We're going to get into this rundown here. All right. What you got for us? Got a lot going on here. Isn't it always? Just buckle up and sit back. We got our hot topics tonight. Another horrific example of racism within policing. GOP rep threatens black attorney for protesting Confederate statues. And Trump orders military to give cops free grenade launchers, bayonets, and tanks. Okay, y'all president are gone wild. Hidden and quitted headlines. Best Buy busted for selling $43 bottled water in Texas. Energy official who made controversial comments resigns. Wells Fargo's back in the news admits to 70% more potentially fake accounts. Also, questions about whether Harriet Tubman will appear on the $20 bill. Y'all playing with my girl now. Floyd Merriweather retires again. And Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clark resigns. What's poppin' with Poppa DD? Lakers get fined. Our weird news. Psychic scam elderly man to remove evil spirits. Naked man on nature trail sunbathing. And 2 women dressed as nuns try to rob a bank. I'm just saying with Redwine, standing for something. Living for the city with Poppa DD, drawing the line in purple. My Hollywood wrap-up, I'm going to talk about Serena Williams, Drake, Kelly Rowland, the La La Land movie, Disney, and Flavor Flav. He's back in the news. It's your boy. Yep. Cocktail of the week is the cucumber Cosmo, and it is quite tasty. Delicious. Yes, it is. Woo. Don't look at our drinks, Papa.
I was looking at y'all clinging over top of the electronics.
And can I finish our Kiss It list, which we're going to put Papa on. The last word, and sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail, and we'll be back with the hot topics. All right.
This is Redwine, and you're listening to WPJP Blog Talk Radio Pajama Party. Check out my commentary. I like to call it I'm Just Saying, because sometimes I am just saying. It's just my opinion. It's what I think. Hey, you don't have to agree, but if you disagree, call us up. 914-803-4306.
Hey, don't forget, they can catch us on Twitter also at apajamaparty.com too. What's the number, Papa?
914-803-4306. I don't know how I got in the studio. Redwine came in here by himself, and me and Ketel just happened to come here and catch her stealing the airtime, as usual.
I was trying to do my own promo, and y'all just happened to show up again.
What time?
9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock Central Time. No, that's wrong.
And 6 o'clock Western Time. West Coast Time.
Right,
okay.
Right.
Either way,
so if you're in California, call us at 6 p.m., 7 o'clock if you're hanging out in Colorado somewhere.
7 o'clock, that's Central Time. See, now we got it all.
7 o'clock if you're in...
okay, it's 9 o'clock Eastern. Y'all do your math. Figure out where you are. Check your watch. 9 o'clock Eastern.
Right, okay.
Check us out.
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9:15 CP time, right?
Yep, that's right.
CP time, 9:15.
There you go.
All right.
All right, bartender.
Is that it?
Hey.
Bartender.
Hey, is that Mr. Lowe?
Hey, come on, Mr. Lowe, Mr. Bartender.
I was trying to jiggle my ice in my glass, but it melted.
Oh, jiggle.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
Redwine.
Done the squad, darling. All right, now.
All right, you want to get this thing started?
Let's get this party started. Let's hit the hot topics.
Okay.
See what's going on here. All right, what you got for us, Ketel?
Some more foolishness.
That's what it is. Isn't it always?
Mm-hmm. Another horrific example of the racism that exists within policing.
Okay.
What number is this?
I lost count.
Yep. An outrageous video surfaced online this week showing a Georgia police officer assuring a woman that she was safe in his presence because she wasn't black. Yep, that's what I said, because she wasn't black.
Wow.
He goes on to say, remember, we only kill black people. Cobb County Police Lieutenant Greg Abbott is heard saying on a dash cam video, we only kill black people, right? The video, which was reportedly captured after the woman was pulled over during a DUI stop. Now, DUI, think about what I'm saying.
Wow.
The woman can be heard telling the police officer that she was afraid to move her hands because she had seen too many videos of police encounters with motorists ending deadly, as was the case for a number of black Americans like Sam Dubose and Philando Castile. But you're not black, says Mr. Abbott, the lieutenant. Remember, we only shoot black people. He says it again. So Abbott, who has been a police officer for 28 years, so this shiggity's been going on for 28 years, has since been placed on administrative leave. Okay.
Why did they just fire him?
And an internal investigation, why are you wasting our money, is looking into the case. His attorney argues that he is a quote-unquote highly respected officer whose remarks have been taken out of context, and that Abbott was attempting to de-escalate a situation involving an uncooperative passenger.
He was drunk.
Yep, said DUI. Thank you. I'm glad you caught that. So in context, his comments were clearly aimed at attempting to gain compliance by using the passenger's own statements and reasoning to avoid making an arrest. So it goes on to say, no matter what the context it was said, it shouldn't have been said.
Exactly.
We're not making any excuses. Papa,
okay.
Come on. I got to hear Papa because he come on with it. Come on. I'm waiting.
Yeah, me?
Come on. I don't mean to cut Redwine off, but I got to hear Papa tonight.
Yeah, you did cut Redwine off.
That's okay. I was just going to put him on the kiss it list.
Okay, that sounds good. That's Lieutenant Greg Abbott.
Oh, I just feel like, people have the stigma is so casual that it just comes out casual.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just almost like, pulling down your pants and taking a piss. It's just that casual. Once the urine hits your bladder, it just comes out. It's just that simple. And I said that as a gross-ass analogy because it's the same way with the way people say stuff. when it comes up, it comes out. You've been badgering black folks your whole life. Mm-hmm. You've been in a position for 28 years to just be the king of the rock. Thinking you were the shit, so to speak. And once that situation presented itself, but then to look at the narratives on what's going on with that situation, you're dealing with ladies under the DUI? A DUI, a person that could have killed somebody out there.
Yes.
Now, instead of you paying attention to her situation and just keeping everything professional between you and the person you pulled over for that horrific crime, you took it white on white now where you can just stay casual with her. No matter what she did, you're going to keep it white on white casual. Mm-hmm. It's always casual between the white on white. Oh, well, them dry-ass, boring-ass jokes they crack with each other. Anyway, that's another story.
So you basically told her, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry, because you're drunk as hell. You could have killed somebody. I pulled you over because you was driving erratic as hell. Mm-hmm. And then when you made a comment about honestly making a comment about reaching for something, which was in her level of honesty, you're going to come out with some sarcastic stuff to pull the whole race of people into the conversation. What the hell do black people have to do with the stop that you just made? And that's what the...
What do black people have to do with a drunk white woman?
With anything. That conversation needed to stay professional. See, you went casual with the lady. And you had no right to go casual. You should have kept that professional. You should have arrested her ass and everything else. And she should have been out there walking the little line of sobriety instead of you trying to be casual with her because of her white skin.
Well, I just want to say this. If he needed to de-escalate, as he said, why couldn't he just say, ma'am, relax, everything's fine. There's no reason to, think that you're going to be killed or shot. Mm-hmm. I just need your identification and, just speak calmly. The woman was already potentially drunk, so of course she's going to be paranoid. So for him to say, oh, well, you're not black, so don't worry about it. We only shoot black people.
Yeah,
you could have used any number of phrases to de-escalate that situation.
He's being very casual.
So he was speaking directly from the heart.
Saying, I'm here to protect you.
To just say, oh, you don't have to worry about it, relax. We only shoot black people. Didn't you know that? And then she was like, oh yeah, right, okay.
Well, to get out that ticket, she'll say anything to go along with his
well,
whatever.
We're putting that lieutenant on the kiss it list.
Yeah.
My thing with that is he's on a totally different level. First of all, you've been a lieutenant or you've been a cop for 28 years. And this just shows, who you really are.
Yeah.
And for 28 years, that's what you've been, a daggone jackass racist.
And it makes you wonder, how many times have you said that before when it wasn't caught on camera?
There you go. Yep.
But anyway, all right. I got him on the list. We're going to keep it moving.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Because that's a hot mess.
It sure is.
And for him to be under investigation, I'm like, y'all got him on the dash cam. It wasn't like anybody encouraged him to say that. He just came out the mouth with that. Mm-hmm. What are they talking about taking out of context?
And it didn't go into detail about, did the woman go to jail, or did you give her a ticket, or...
To me, I don't even care what happened to her.
His focus was on, you ain't black, so you good.
Yeah, but I'm saying for his attorney to say, oh, the statement was taken out of context, I'm like, what, was this a friend of yours? You were trying to tell a joke to a friend of yours, and that one statement was taken out of context? This allegedly was a perp, as they say with the police. Mm. She was a perp.
But then he goes on to say he was trying to de-escalate it. How you just de-escalating it,
I mean, she's nervous because she's like, oh, my God, you're going to kill me. I'm going to be shot.
So she was fearful of her life.
Right. Okay. And I'm saying that there were so many other things he could have said to de-escalate the situation.
Yes, he could have.
But he could have just said, ma'am, calm down. My hands are right here. I don't even have my weapon drawn. Everything is fine. I just need your license and registration, okay? Everything's fine. Just relax.
He just showed his true color.
Yeah, well, that's his move. Because he didn't have to handle her with kid gloves either, because she's driving drunk. So he should have kept his strength up on her ass.
That's almost like the guy.
At the time, she was a damn criminal.
Mm-hmm. That's almost like the guy that killed the 9 people in the church.
And you're going to take his, excuse my language, you're going to take his ass to some damn Burger King to go get something to eat?
Yeah, he did.
After he killed all those people, now he's hungry?
There you go.
There's something wrong with these folks out here. We're going to keep it moving now.
That's the way of the world.
Yeah.
Plant your flower and you grow
trying not to get you fired up. It's too early in the evening to get you fired up.
Y'all hadn't made me a drink. Y'all sitting up here drinking and all, and I'm sitting up here sober as a judge. But anyway.
Mixed that, you know.
Okay, here's another story. Check this out here. The GOP representative was threatened a black attorney.
Really?
Okay, for protecting the Confederate statues. Now, I'm just going to show you. Now, this story here really brings to light how, racism nowadays comes in a suit. It's not about, don't think it's Ma and Pa on the big tractor, with the lumberjack shirt and the obvious trailer park situation or whatever. It could be standing right next to you anymore, any forms. But Georgia representative, Steve's a state representative in the state of Georgia. His name was Jason Spencer. Told his former colleague, and now she's an attorney, this black woman, told his former colleague on Tuesday that she and other supporters that support the removal of the state-sponsored Confederate monuments and landmarks for y'all to keep trying to get rid of these statues, you guys end up going missing.
What?
Okay. Let me repeat that now. He literally told this woman that for y'all to keep trying to get rid of these statues, y'all can end up going missing, meaning disappearing. I guess that was an old joke from, I guess, when he's sitting around talking to his buddies and saying something like, you keep on doing that, you're going to go on missing. The kind of stuff you say in your own crowd.
Right.
But then to direct that in public to another person based on your anger for something else, are you threatening the fact that they're going to, I know that you, deep down inside, you can't pull off what you're saying. But to say it, there again, it's the familiarization of casualness again. You have to look back at the stigma that's been laid on black people for hundreds of years, okay? They've been so downgraded that to respect them is almost like respecting stinking-ass garbage or somebody's stinky feet. You can't get to the feet for the funk, and you don't want to get to the feet because of the funk.
Right.
So it's almost like these people, when it comes to black folks, really feel like they have no need for them at all. So therefore, why should I respect them? Because my parents didn't respect them, my grandparents didn't respect them, nor did my great-grandparents respect them. And all they did was talk about them for years and years, and that's all I know about black folks is how, the way I should treat them like they've always been treated. And now that some of these ignorant jokers have grown of age, 20 years old or so, and listened to their racist-ass grandfathers and fathers for years, this is how they come at people. And this guy's a young guy, this guy Jason Spencer, who's definitely on the kisser list. He just came out and told the black woman this, and she's an attorney. So it's to say that, you keep doing that, you end up going missing. It's almost as crazy as the same thing that cops said in Georgia to the young lady there. And this is Georgia as well. So that's what I tell people all the time that feel like they want to pack their stuff up and move to Atlanta. Atlanta, hot Atlanta, yeah, party my ass. You're still in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay? You're still in the South.
So
keep thinking that you in Atlanta and you so cool and hip and you got all the bebop and hip hop and stuff going on. Your ass is still in the South. Okay? You make a wrong turn somewhere and hit a neighborhood or hit a back road, because ain't nothing but some back roads there. So there again we have it where it's a very interesting situation. So that's 2 for 2 tonight just by accident. All right, one on the cop saying some crazy stuff, and then a state representative of the same state. Okay.
Wow.
So
Georgia's on a roll.
Well, it's just Georgia coincidentally, but this is all over the world. You could say Utah's on a roll. Arizona's on a roll. It could be anybody on a roll. So.
Well, I'm just saying tonight it's Georgia on a roll.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that this is very interesting on the stuff that goes on with people, because the stigmas are so heavy and the disrespect is so prominent that it just rolls off people like a donut. The accusations, the accusing, and they know it. They know what they're doing. But, we just have to stay
just
strong.
Like that cop, he felt real free in making that statement like that. And my point is, whether you were kidding, joking, trying to be funny, whatever, that is so inappropriate to say.
Because he is free.
Because this is a very hot topic. And for you to basically threaten somebody's life, that's not cool.
No.
You don't make a statement like that. I don't care if you were allegedly playing. He
is free.
Yeah, he thinks he is.
Yeah, he is, as they say. All right.
Well, I got one last one for the hot topics.
Mm-hmm.
Trump has ordered the military now to give the police free grenade launchers, bayonets, and tanks.
Huh?
Now, I thought this was interesting because I didn't even realize the military still used bayonets. I remember reading about bayonets when you take history classes and stuff, and you study Civil War and all those kind of wars. So I had to look it up. Like, wait a minute, isn't a bayonet when you have like a rifle that has like a knife attached to it? That's a bayonet.
Mm.
And apparently some of the military are still using those.
Wow.
So Donald Trump is going to repeal, or has repealed, or will repeal, I should say, restrictions that President Barack Obama placed on police access to excess military gear. Now, that makes sense to me. If you restrict the access to excess military gear, you won't have Ferguson situations going on because they won't be throwing grenades out of grenade launchers and possibly having a bayonet where you have a rifle that has a daggone knife attached to it that you could reach over and stab somebody before you shoot them.
Right.
All that kind of stuff, I don't understand.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, he wants the military to give all this stuff free to the police all across the country, and basically immediately resume handing out these bayonets for free, grenade launchers for free, and these armored vehicles like tanks and other equipment to the law enforcement departments around the country.
Right.
And he's going to sign this executive order on this coming Monday that repeals the limits that Obama placed on the access to all this military surplus back in 2015. So this is, again, another one of his missions to replace, repeal, erase everything that President Obama did. So now he's saying, look, tell the military to give the police all these excessive weapons, give it all to them, because when things get out of hand, I need you to be launching rockets, grenades, doing whatever. Because remember when he was campaigning, he said, what? I'm the law and order candidate.
Oh.
So I guess that's part of all of his law and order mess. So, then they got all these different sessions where they're talking about coming up with reasons that a police officer would need a bayonet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Like I said, those were things that they used in earlier warfare.
They're going back in time.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't think the police want to get up and close and personal to people like that in the first place. But anyway, this executive order is going to kill the requirements that law enforcement agencies had to meet before to get helicopters, planes, riot helmets, batons, drones, all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Under Obama's order, the police departments had to get permission from their local governments, and they had to complete training requirements and give a persuasive reason why they needed that equipment.
Wow.
Trump is saying, no, just give it to them. You don't need a reason. You don't have to justify it. Just give it to them.
Right.
All right.
What? Okay.
So,
this
concerns me because I think now you're talking about arming the police with military-grade equipment. So what are they planning to do? We going to war with the citizens now?
And like you said, they don't have the proper training, but
right, they're not going to be required to be properly trained. You're just going to arm them with all this stuff.
And they're between 20 and 25 years old, and we'll see the end results of that. So
but
let's just get off of that.
You guys got any questions or comments tonight? Hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Press 1 and get in the queue. We're going to take a little CC. Okay. Got to freshen up our cocktails.
I know that's right. I'll be right back.
You're in the right place at the right time. It's the Pajama Party. www.apajamaparty.com. Produced by DC Homegrown Entertainment. Don't just sit there yelling at the air. You've got an opinion? We want to hear it too. Dial 914-803-4306. That's 914-803-4306. Don't let us have all the fun by ourselves. We've got room for you at the Pajama Party. And remember, it's PJs only, no clothes allowed. Operators are standing by. Well, they're lounging on pillows, but they're waiting for your calls. So call us now, 914-803-4306. Now back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party. Oh, you want to throw pillows?
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Woo woo.
Hey, before we go on, I want to give a shout out, if I could, to I went to Home Depot today and to get a replacement for a little lighting employee there. A brother named Larry helped me out.
All right.
Pretty strong, and I appreciate that. You know,
all right,
just
Larry.
came in and
shout out to Larry, the Home
Depot.
Shout out to Larry.
Oh, isn't that special?
Thank you, Larry. Shout out to Larry.
So to give Larry your what is that? your
for your Home Depot expertise.
Yes,
Thank
no
you
doubt.
ever
Yeah, very cool, brother. We had a great conversation. And I gave him a card to the show, and I hope he's listening. And
Larry.
And Larry, if you listen, you can press 1. Yeah, Ketel's
Ketel's
flagged over here. Yeah, she's laughing because she spilled a drink, and you know what happens on the bar when you're talking all of a sudden.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of hit it and quit it,
we gonna hit it and
we'll move
quit
on
it.
into this next story. First story tonight, Best Buy. Did you all catch this one?
Oh,
Best Buy in Texas got busted.
Busted.
Because they were selling $43 of bottled water during the Hurricane Harvest.
$42.95 for a case of water.
They had a case of water advertised for $43. And of course, you know the situation down there in Texas and what's happening.
Who has the money?
Nobody's got money for that. You know, supplies are limited and stuff. So somebody saw it, took a picture of it, posted it on social media, and that blew the whole thing out the water.
Literally out the water.
Literally out the water.
We made a mistake.
Yeah, they said, that was a mistake. That was not supposed to be there. That was an employee who made that.
$34
Yeah, they said it was all a big mistake. One of the employees, mislabeled the sign. We're so sorry, and it won't happen again.
Right.
So they said that the priced water cases were incorrect because they used single bottle prices to calculate the cost of the case, and that was not an excuse, but it was an explanation, and we don't normally sell cases of water. So whatever. The point is, how do you have a sign over that thing that said $43? And an employee allegedly did this.
We should also elaborate the fact that this is a trend that was going on in Texas because of the crises going on. And it's all with the, as you say, supply and demand.
Exactly.
Okay, the supply was low, so the demand was high. And people were out there selling water for $25, $30
everything. Water,
a
food,
pack,
gas.
I'm going to say this one more
everything.
time. Who has the money? The money's in the damn water.
Yeah.
People don't have no money, cash money, no credit cards, no nothing.
You can't do anything.
You're right. So who has the money?
All Best Buys did, which is what did I say a long time ago about merging and things of this nature. Remember I spoke on that when we first started the show?
Yeah.
I said after a while we're going to have 5 of everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
5 airlines, 5 with it, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay? Now, Best Buys is another one. That's another victim of circumstances. That, believe me, that store will be gone very soon. And this is why they was able to. This is how they were able to get hung up in the Shanghai, because they ain't worth a crap. When the last time you been to Best Buys to buy anything? I can't even remember. Really, really. I'll take my ass to Walmart in a minute if I want something before I even go in there. And their electronics department. That store is impersonal. It's big. It's conglomerate. It really stands for nothing personal, and it's a mess. So Best Buys is the next on the chopping block. And they know it, and that's why they got into the street game. They were street hustlers.
Yeah, well, they just happened to get busted.
No, they saw everybody else doing it. Instead of being professionals and corporate, they went in. They went in like that. Anytime Walmart, you got to follow Walmart. Walmart is the guide iron, the flagship when it comes to how you should do business. Okay. Well,
I believe they did say that the state's attorney was looking into all the price gouging that was going on across the state. Not just Best Buy, but it was, like you said, it was a lot of people. The gas stations, when the oil refineries had to shut down because of the flooding, and they started jacking up the price of gas, and then food and batteries. It was like everything.
But gas stations are owned by Habib, okay?
Well,
so he can do what he want to do.
To me, it's not about
we know what he does.
The bottom line is price gouging, and the state's attorney is looking into it.
We're talking about prices. Hey, $265. That's the price now. They said we're going to have, some prices are going to go up because of what's going on in Texas.
And that was what, for regular?
Yes.
Yeah, but go up from the norm. We've been past $265 in the past, so therefore we used to that.
$235 was the top. $240 maybe.
But this is all recently though. But we
that's
been
what I'm saying.
Over the last year or so, we were up in the 3s and 4s for that matter. Remember gas was up
a while back, but then it came down
again.
This
is high from the norm where it leveled off. But I'm sure it's going to level off again because all people got to do is stop driving like they do, which they will.
No, they're saying because of this particular hurricane, because we get some of our sources from Texas.
Yeah, a lot of the oil that comes out of Texas, those refineries and stuff are now not producing anything.
Correct.
Because they all got flooded out, or either they couldn't open or it couldn't work.
But it's so one-sided because people in this world have to provide a service as well. So how come we can't go in there and demand a higher damn paycheck for coming to work in them damn conditions, or coming to work and whatever? If we're working for you and you are charging higher prices for a product, then why don't you give your employees more money? Which you're not.
No, you
the
can
people
go right in
at the plant.
Price gouging. They're not going to do that.
Now, I'm not talking about the employees I'm talking about the people who are at the oil refineries.
Right.
That are working, that are pumping it and doing whatever they do to get that oil through that pipe and get it through them gas stations and what have you. They're getting the same rate of pay. So therefore, it's really sad that the people that are allowing people to make more money really have to stand fast on their particular paycheck.
Yeah,
so
all the money is going up at the top.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
It doesn't trickle down like you would think. Yeah. Gravity in this case works in reverse.
Yes, it does. It's unfortunate, but you're right. It does.
Wow.
All right.
I can do.
Keep it moving.
Yep.
Okay.
We got the next energy thing. The energy.
Energy officials who say controversial comments were a result of hacking resign.
Now, why do they always do that? Huh? People post stuff, and then when they get busted, they say, "Oh, my account was hacked."
Yeah.
That wasn't me. I would never.
So what's going on with the story about?
His name is William C. Bradford. He's a Trump administration appointee who headed the Energy Department, Office of Indiana Energy, resigned Thursday after claiming this week's inflammatory comments that appeared to have been made by him online were the results of hacking. Okay.
Sure, you're right.
All right, William Bradford, he tendered his resignation this afternoon and no longer with the Department of Energy, says the DOE spokesman, Slyland Hayes. CNN reports this week on evidence that suggested that Bradford made inflammatory comments through an account on an online commenting to service dispute. In response to a story, Bradford told CNN K-File that he couldn't comment on the ongoing federal investigation because of multiple cyber attacks that caused him to say some of the inflammatory things that he said, and he just spoke on different energy things, all kind of stuff that was not even right, not even true, and they just he just made a fool of himself, basically.
But isn't this the guy who said some derogatory stuff about President Barack Obama's mother?
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not sure. I don't know the facts.
I think that was him. He said something about Barack Obama's mother was a fourth-rate porn actress and a whore.
Really?
I mean, it was crazy. I was like, where did that even come from? I don't know enough about his mother to know if she was an actress of any sort, but that was the kind of stuff he had said. And I think sometime a while back, this same guy, if I recall, said something about, he had something he called President Obama. I can't remember, what did he call him? The Kenyan? He called him some crazy name, the Kenyan something.
Yeah, he called Obama a Kenyan and said that the World War II era interment of Japanese Americans was necessary, or he just made a bunch of, like I said before, people make comments based on their being familiar. They get too familiar, too relaxed with the stuff they say in public all the time, and it comes out. I mean, they say in private all the time, and it comes out in public. And they think that they can do it because they say it at every joke. Every time they lift a martini and they're fabulous ass mansions, they're making these comments. But after a while, these comments come out, in public. And
so he's saying that it wasn't him that posted something.
Of course.
That his account was hacked.
Well, because once you see your career is starting to deplete, and you got to explain yourself, and the whole world's watching, and the whole world's hearing you, and people are commenting on social media and things like that, you start changing your mind and start backtracking and things of this nature. Just what you do, because now your ass is embarrassed.
Yeah, well, he's on the kiss it list.
I know that. William C. Bradford.
But there again, as you see the pattern of our stories tonight, the familiarization of our counterparts of another color persuasion are just tripping these days. They just doing their thing, and I don't know. This whole having the right to be so ignorant, it just goes to show you who really has the mannerisms in life, who really has the good home training in life. I mean, we all know that. Wow, this is half of us was never even raised like this, let alone even conducted. So this goes to show who was really raised by wolves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so let's look at the big picture. Let's look at it and keep it real and keep it strong. Let's not fear anything. If I was a slave, I've been a dead slave. So let's keep it moving.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving. We got Wells Fargo is in the news again.
That's Redwine's people.
Wells
Fargo.
I ain't messing with them.
Oh, Bank of America is your people. Okay.
Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo. Don't have to bank with nobody. Use the old mattress, I guess we could do that, right?
Jelly jar.
Wells Fargo admits to 70% more potentially fake accounts. Here we go again. Wells Fargo said on Thursday it uncovered they uncovered this. Twice as many potential unauthorized consumer and small business accounts than originally thought. Really?
That's a lot.
After an independent investigation to a sales scandal that erupted last year. So the one last year kind of opened the can of worms. Earlier this month, Wells Fargo's CEO, Timothy Sloan, might have put him on blast, warned his employees to brace for more negative headlines, saying the review by an outside firm could reveal a significant increase in the number of accounts involved. So on Thursday, the bank said the review of 165 million retail accounts opened from January 2009 to September 2016 identified 3.5 million as potentially unauthorized accounts.
3.5 million accounts?
From 2009 to 16, wow. That's what, 7 years?
That's crazy.
You doing some shady stuff? So Sloan said on a conference call earlier Thursday morning that the bank was now focused on their customers. I guess trying to rebuild themselves, to rebuild trust, and to build a better Wells Fargo. Really?
I was surprised everybody who had an account there didn't just withdraw all their money and go somewhere else. I mean, I'm not trying to start anything.
Right.
I'm just saying I'm surprised that they didn't.
You sure you're not trying to start?
I'm just surprised that they didn't.
But check this out. Warren Buffett. Haven't heard from him in a minute.
Mhm.
The billionaire investor Warren Buffett told CNBC that when one puts a spotlight on a large financial institution like Wells Fargo, they're likely to find something. So what you find is there's never just one cockroach in the kitchen when you start looking around.
That what Warren Buffett said?
No, the CEO, chairman, Berkshire Hathaway.
Oh, okay.
Said on Squawk Out. That's funny. That is funny.
Okay.
But, I mean...
So, once again...
Wells Fargo's on the kiss it list. I mean...
What can you do?
I know. Well, you know what? Next time we do another story in Wells Fargo, we need to find out where did they originally come from. Because they were... Was it Wachovia? And then Wells Fargo came in, was it, Papa?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wachovia.
And then Wells Fargo. But they've been around since, 1889.
Oh, no. Yeah, they got that stagecoach.
They had a lot of names. They
Wells
go,
Fargo?
Yeah, they go back.
Okay, so they weren't always...
And Wachovia was the recent one. In fact, it was so interesting how, Wachovia was a more bubbly, up-to-date name, but then all of a sudden they came in with this Wells Fargo and a stagecoach and all this,
going back to the Old West.
To the Old West kind of thing.
Who knows? They could be lying on that. We don't know.
Well, it has to do with ownership and the CEO and or whatever they want to do as far as a slogan or what have you.
Yeah. They got a lot of names.
So much damn money, they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, it sounds like some shiggity to me. So you guys got Wells Fargo's accounts. You guys be careful. Be leery. Don't let, them folks talk you into some bogus stuff. So, just have to be careful. But anyway.
All right. Well, let's see. I got one more. Did you hear this one about the Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill?
Yeah,
remember that looked like it was going to happen a couple of years, about a year ago?
They're going to remove Jackson. They were.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, boy.
Now you got Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin just yesterday is saying that he's declining to support the idea of replacing President Andrew Jackson on the $20 bill with Harriet Tubman. He's saying that ultimately we'll be looking at this issue, and it's not something that we're focused on at the moment. That's what he said. Okay. He said that the number one issue that the Treasury Department is concerned with right now is preventing the counterfeiting of U.S. currency.
Oh, please.
And he said any potential changes to denominations are primarily related to security concerns. So right now, this is not a priority, put it that way.
I see.
And he said that this is something that we will consider, but right now we have a lot more important issues to focus on. So can I put Steve Mnuchin on the kiss it list?
How do you spell his last name?
Mnuchin.
M-N? Oh, Mnuchin, Steve Mnuchin. Okay.
Yeah, put him on the kiss it list.
Oh, for sure. Oh, I see why.
Yeah, so he's saying that, basically that's what the story is. They're saying, we got pressing issues, and that's not one of them. So we'll see about that.
All right. Steve Mnuchin. Okay. All right, Steve Mnuchin, you are on the kiss it list. Yes, you are. Okay, we're going to keep it moving. What you got over there, Papa?
Okay, I got Floyd Mayweather.
Mhm.
He's got
He's in the news? What? He's in the news?
Yeah, no, it's not really in the news. He did his thing and
what did he do?
He's retiring apparently.
Really?
But he said this twice before.
Here we go
see
again.
what happens with that. Anyway, Floyd Mayweather, who just recently, after defeating UFC champion Conor McGregor during their much hyped Saturday night fight in Las Vegas, undefeated boxer Floyd Mayweather said that he was hanging up his gloves for sure this time. Then this man just racked over $200 million. I mean, this is the second time that he is,
retired.
Not him so much, but the promoters and producers and everything has shanghaied America, so to speak, on a ridiculous fight that really meant nothing, if you live in this generation and you thrive in this generation as far as your boxing education is concerned, or the things you know or care about when it comes to boxing, then it's cool. Then you've been satisfied. But for an old school person to compare this with Ali and Frazier and George Foreman and people like that and Larry Holmes and to go on and on with different classes of different boxers, it just not compare. It does not come near anything. And it's so sad that a lot of boxers that died broke. The money that this man is sitting on now, and he just walks around with stacks of money and talking stuff and all that, and that's the last thing a black man need to do is walk around flaunting things, you know what I mean? Because, man, it's with the casualness that we just read about, right. And the access that people can have with you or have to you, police and things of this nature, you really need to be cool and shut up and stop acting so flamboyant, you know what I mean? Because you're still black in America, and, who knows what could happen. So just to the brother, if you're going to retire. For you to beat the system like you did, that was a good move. I'm not hating the player, I'm hating the game. So go and do your thing. But all the hype and stuff, you walking around and talking this and talking that, and you're not even linked with anybody in particular. I don't even know if you even got a girlfriend. So go to show you that money ain't sure ain't brought love and happiness. You know what I mean?
So he's allegedly retiring again.
Yeah, again, after he did the thing with the other guy. But I just want to see a legitimate fight. I don't need to see a pay-per-view where people making $200 million. I don't understand that, because the first thing I need to be, when I watch a fight, I need to be entertained naturally. I don't need to be hyped up with all this stuff. And then they went around like a circus act. With all this hype and hoopla, like who gives a shit about that, man? People working for a living, paying $100 this time for the pay-per-view, not $50, and you just like, you walk around like you're supposed to get this, and people can't afford that like that. It's not even like that. I mean, that whole boxing stuff. I mean, I'd rather watch the other little featherweight boxing, watch these little Spanish boys whip on each other naturally.
Well, I think it's all just too barbaric for me, and I just can't participate. So they will never get that pay-per-view money out of me. Never, ever. All right.
Anyway, that's enough.
All right, well, goodbye, Floyd, then.
For the umpteenth time, right?
Yeah, one more time.
We don't see what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got one last one. Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clark resigned.
Oh my God, Mr. Clark.
Good. David Clark steps down as a Milwaukee sheriff to pursue other opportunities. He was talking on a radio show, talking about he had accepted a job for Assistant Secretary in the Office of Partnerships and Programs at Homeland Security. That sounds like more money.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like closer
that's Trump
to
money. That's
closer to Trump's ass, really.
Yeah, he's a big supporter of your boy.
Yeah, that's that crazy guy.
So he just sent a little letter, and he just said he's resigning. He had enough, I guess. Enough is enough.
Well, he was surrounded by controversy as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's
had people that died on his watch while they were in jail.
That was a quick out. That was an easy out, a quick out. He's walking around.
I think somebody died of thirst. Somebody kept asking, can I just have some water? And the cops wouldn't give the guy water. The guy ended up dying.
Yeah. So
crazy stuff like that. He needed to not.
And the humanity of life really has nothing to do with your authority, and your authority has nothing to do with your race, because you were born black and you're going to die black. Despite the attitude you project to the world or the image you give to the world has nothing to do with your brown skin. And when you take off that uniform and you walk somewhere at night with anything like that, if somebody is on a rampage to do somebody in of a dark complexion, you're going to be a victim of it, despite what your thoughts or attitudes are in how you project your life. You cannot cash in your skin by no aspect of life, despite what your attitude has on top of your skin. So this man here, to me, looks like he's a joke in some aspects, because how do you take the history that gave you the opportunity to be who you are, or to get the job you've gotten, because without Martin Luther King or other people's sacrifice, your black ass wouldn't have been a sheriff.
And then he's going to act like he didn't know where he came from.
You need to, where everything came from. But now that you got locked up in there and you got all your authority and people and like O.J. Simpson, you fucking white women and everything else, now you think you made it, because a blonde-haired woman is sucking your Johnson. That doesn't make you that don't make you a pro. It just makes you, please.
Well, he did, he put out a statement. Clark elaborated on his brief note in a statement released later on that day. After almost 40 years serving the great people of Milwaukee County, I have chosen to retire to pursue other opportunities. I will have news about my next steps in the very near future.
Who gives a shit, really? Basically, that's your paycheck. He's working for a paycheck like anybody else.
Sure. And then,
else.
And then the president goes on to say, over the weekend, the president, he says, seemingly out of nowhere, of course, that's nothing unusual.
Yeah, seemingly.
And in the midst of the Hurricane Harvey, he endorsed Clark's recent book, tweeting, "A great book by a great guy. Highly recommended."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Him and
sit the heck down.
Yeah,
that's
Clark
his boy.
and
that's one of his mouthpieces.
Amorosa. I mean, we can count these people on our finger who feel like they. Don't forget the brother that does the commentary for CNBC, Paris. Don't leave out brother Paris. Paris is another one who's just like they think because they're going completely against the grain that it's all good. But you got to look back at Gil Scott-Heron. The revolution will not be televised. So stop thinking that you basting into something for your own advantage. Or you're talking about your own people just to get a rush or get a rise out of people because your ass is still black. I don't care what you do. You're going to wake up black and go to bed black and black in between. So, they'll learn the hard way. They'll learn the hard way because I tell you, as a black man, honey, it ain't easy. It ain't easy, and you think that you're going to... If I started being pro-Trump, what is that going to make me? My ass is still black. But anyway, we're not going to beat that dead horse anymore.
That's all right. Well, we're going to take a quick break.
We're going to put him definitely on the list.
Yeah,
put him on the list.
Put him on the top of the list.
We're going to take a quick break and update the Kiss It list. And then when we come back, we're going to tell you what the Kiss It list is before we move into the next segment. And so we'll be right back.
All right.
So I was looking over the Cocktail of the Week archives, and we've had so many really great drinks over the past year and a half.
We've had our original signature drink called the Pajama Party and a Game Changer, and of course we have the last word.
I like the Revolution. It was Hennessy, lemon and lime juice, agave juice, and bitters with jalapeno slices.
Ooh-wee! I like that Crown Royal Flush with the Crown Royal, peach schnapps, and cranberry juice. Oh, yeah. And one of my favorites was the, what's it called? The Dutch Mule. Yeah, the Dutch Mule with the Ketel orange vodka, lime juice, and ginger beer. There are so many to choose from on the apajamaparty.com website.
So check out the Cocktail of the Week archives to get the recipes.
And you can find out how to make the Cocktail of the Week and sip along with us. Are there instructions there, too?
Sure they are, along with pictures of the drink so you know exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So what's that y'all got in your glass? This is a boomerang. Well, I got a Kinky Reed over here.
And I got the ABS.
Get the recipes at www.apajamaparty.com and click on Cocktail of the Week. Cheers!
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of the hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel and Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
Okay. Well, anyway, the Kisser list, we keep saying put them on the Kisser list. That's a list that we compile with people who are just straight jerk-offs and done some bad things. And we put them on the list, and at the end of the show, we name everybody, and we have a song dedicated to them. Mm-hmm. And it's the Kisser list. That's the whole thing in a nutshell, what it's all about.
All right. So if you want to add anybody on the Kiss It list,
that's right.
Call us up.
Yep.
914-803-4306. Press 1. Tell us who you want us to add to the Kiss It list for this week.
No, it's been a long week.
Then you got to sit back and be mad at your sister or brother. Put their ass on the Kiss It list.
There you go.
That'll relieve some frustrations, right?
That's right.
We are more than happy to oblige.
Give us their name.
Yeah. Yep. All right. What you got over there, Papa?
Oh, that was funny.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
what's Papa?
What's the problem with me tonight? A couple things. I'm talking about the Lakers who got their ass in a twist. But I want to speak on something we were saying earlier about Trump. Just to elaborate that a little bit. It really shows their ignorance when you go into an office and all you can do is open up the file cabinet and pull out files and do things based on the files you're pulling out. Okay? That shows that you're not a creator of files. Okay? That you're not starting files or that you have any kind of creativity to you. Does it make sense at all?
Yeah.
That means every time you go to work, what you're going to work to do is open up the file cabinet, pull out something that Barack did, and do something with what Barack did. So what does that say for you when you come to work? Basically, you ain't doing shit. You are not a creator. You're not a developer. You're not you're not putting anything in effect that belongs to you. All you're doing is destroying something somebody else created. And you make a big hype about it, and you're trying to please your constituents, but your constituents will only stay your constituents as long as they're in that frame of mind. But people are changing their mind every day. Interracial marriages are coming about and things of that, and people are learning every day on different things that are happening, things you're doing, things your children are doing, the way the world's going today, and you never know what's going on. I just think personally that Trump should start living his presidency for Trump. What are you doing? What are you developing? What are you making happen? All you're doing is let's turn back Obama's ideals. Let's take back what he did. Let's scratch what they did. Let's scratch the website. Let's put that, everything has got to do with you wake up in the morning and the stuff is already laid out for you and you just smack the crap out of something that's already established. And to me, it's almost like people in the music industry that ain't sitting down writing their old songs. They just remaking stuff. And people in the movie industry, they making new movies. They doing remakes and things like that. It's just the redundancy of life in the world with nobody being creative. It's just getting crazy. Wouldn't you say so? Nobody's being creative. Nobody's going out to that country house and sitting in that back room and looking out at the forest and coming up with ideals. They saying to hell with, let's redo this and put a twist on it. And it made like $900 million. Let's see if we can make $10 million. It's a sad thing. But anyway, speaking of that, the Lakers, they were fined $500,000 after a tampering investigation found them guilty. Paul George, who was a great basketball player, very fortunate basketball player because he messed up his leg. He broke his leg really, really horrendous years ago. And he happened to come back and everything. He played for the Indiana Pacers. But he was recently traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder here recently as a free agent. But the NBA has fined the Los Angeles Lakers $500,000. That's $500,000 for violating the league's anti-tampering rules, the league announced on Thursday. The penalty came as a result of Lakers general manager Rob Pinkski making contact with Paul George's agent, all right, which is prohibited because Paul George was under contract with the Oklahoma City Thunder to sign with them. But the Lakers came in here and tried to get him to do some things. He was told him that, we can, if you come over here, we can do this, do that, do that. But whenever somebody's under contract, with just like a house, for example, when you're under contract to buy a house, to do other things, you can't be under true contract, so to speak. Mm-hmm. But anyway, they fined the Lakers $500,000 after this law firm investigated the fact that he had talks with them and things like that, and found out the Lakers had really tried to lure him from what he was trying to do. So
that's not right. Yeah, all that's going on in sports, boy, they pulling at folks.
Yeah, but he still went to Oklahoma. He went to Oklahoma. They still ain't gonna be worth a crap.
So in the end, it's not gonna help him anyway. No. Key. All righty then. All right, Paul. I hear you loud and clear.
So what you gonna do?
That's that. What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Move on. Anyway.
Yeah, well, let's lighten it up a little bit. Yeah.
All right. I'm down for that.
Okay. We got the first one, a psychic scam.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, come on, psychic scam. More of those?
I'm sitting up here laughing. Okay. Let me get my mind right. Okay. This is out of Galloway Township in New Jersey. New Jersey authorities say that a psychic and her son cheated an elderly man out of more than $147,000 for treatment that they said would rid him of evil spirits.
Oh, my God.
And he fell for it. Galloway police say that Sally Kim Wando and her son, Frank Marco, faced theft and conspiracy charges. The pair told police that the money was for a car from Marco's auto dealership, not for psychic treatment.
Oh.
Police found the claim to be unsubstantiated. The victim, who was not named, of course, told police that Wando offered him treatments to cleanse his soul. Authorities say that the first visit cost $5,000 for this soul cleansing.
Really?
And then Wando eventually recommended a 14-step program.
Oh, my God.
That would cost $10,500 per step.
He's crazy.
And he was trying to do it. Authorities say Wando told the man to transfer $147,700 from his account to her son's car dealership. What? It wasn't known Saturday if Wando or Marco have retained an attorney. So they had a whole lot of mess going on. The son got a car dealership. She's trying to cleanse evil spirits. They telling the man, give us $147,000 for this 14-step program, but transfer the money to my son's car dealership.
Oh, my God.
Really?
Serious.
Transfer money to a dealership.
I don't know.
How do you do that?
And then they get busted and say, oh, no, it wasn't for any psychic stuff. It was for the car dealership. So was he buying a car for $147,700?
You know what I'm saying?
That's the question. And the answer is no. Yeah, he got suckered. All right, we're going to keep it moving. Who's got the next weird news story?
Well, they're all crazy.
Oh.
Okay, no sex this time.
Oh, no.
No sex
I'm
involved.
sure while the son was doing the BS and he was under the table fingering her mom or something.
Oh, my gosh. Anyway, next story.
Okay. In Waterville, Maine. Let's stay out of Waterville, Maine. Naked man on nature trail sunbathing.
Oh, gosh.
We already know what color he is. Sunbathing. Waterville, Maine. A naked man who startled a mother and her children on a nature trail in Maine has been issued a summons by police. Officers say 67-year-old Ricky Thomas, let's put him on the kiss it list.
Okay. The naked sunbather, Ricky Thomas,
told them he was sunbathing when the family spotted him in Waterville on Thursday. The woman described to police a naked elderly man with a walker.
With a walker? Oh, my gosh.
So police went to the scene, assuming there was a medical issue. Deputy now, Chief Bill Bonney, tells the Morning Sentinel that Thompson was still naked when officers caught up with him.
Well, where was he going to run? He had a walker. He couldn't go so fast.
So Chief Bonney says police had received similar complaints in the past, but were unable to substantiate them. So Thompson can't be reached by a comment. No phone number for him can be found.
He's out sunbathing.
And it's unknown if the Waterville resident has a lawyer who could comment for him. Okay.
Good gracious. You know that mom and her daughter must have freaked out.
I know.
When you see an old naked man sunbathing in the park.
Come on now. I would just, keep it moving. Be like, okay, another nut one. Another nut bites the dust.
But when you have your kid with you, then you get a different reaction.
Well, that's true.
Because now that child cannot unsee whatever she saw.
Look, been there, done that. Yesterday, here's another weird news. This is the personal weird news.
Okay.
One morning, coming out the door, my son is about to go to school. Now, he was getting ready to go to school. I happen to open the side door. Why this naked this big ball of black man at the door, butterball naked. And I said, what in the hell are you doing? He said, I'm on medication, and I couldn't stop my feces. I said, you know what? He said something else. I said, he couldn't stop his feces from running. He gets our water hose and spray his ASS down. I said,
wait a minute. So he had to take a dump, and he said he couldn't control it. So he just stripped and grabbed your water hose
and hosed himself down.
Wow.
So I said, suppose my son would have come out here. He's getting ready to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, miss, I'm sorry. I said, I closed the door and I called the cops.
There's a naked man out here.
Yes.
Come and get him.
He was still holding himself down.
That is crazy.
Then on top of that, it was a vehicle there that had some clothes in it. Why he's going to grab the clothes and try to close himself now?
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. I said enough is enough.
That's a weird news, all right.
Too much for me. Okay. I got the last one. I might as well keep it moving.
Okay.
2 women dressed as nuns try to rob Pennsylvania Bank. They going from Maine to Pennsylvania. Tannersville, never heard of it. Pennsylvania. Police say 2 women dressed as nuns attempted to rob a bank in Pennsylvania's Poconos. Authorities say the women walked into the Citizens Bank near Tannersville on Monday, and one brandished handgun demanding money for a teller. But they left without taking anything. I guess they were too scared. So each woman was wearing a black nun's habit and veil. One woman also was wearing sunglasses.
Wait a minute. You had 2 nuns.
2 nuns.
Or imposter nuns. We assume.
Yeah.
And one of them had on sunglasses with the veil.
Yep, you got it.
That is some crazy stuff.
The FBI is investigating and posted bank surveillance photos on Twitter. That's how they catching folks now.
Good gracious.
Oh, God bless them.
Oh, goodness, the things that people do.
I know. You guys got any questions or comments? Hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306.
And press 1 if you're there.
Press 1 to get in the queue. All right.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're coming back with me, and I'm just saying.
Watch out now.
Does your gray hair make you look much older than you really are? Do Boy Scouts try to help you cross the street? Don't waste your time with messy hair colors that won't last. Wigs will just make your hair sweat. What you need is a permanent solution. You need
Gray Be Gone. Gray Be Gone
burns your gray hairs right down to the root. No more coloring with
Gray Be Gone.
Simply apply Gray Be Gone with the heat-protected gloves to your entire scalp. When you feel the burning, the gray hairs are being fried right on your head. After the procedure, just stick your head in a bucket of ice water to cool the burning, and just like that, no more gray hairs. You might have bald spots and burns where the gray used to be, but that's a whole different problem. Gray Be Gone will solve your gray hair problem once and for all.
Gray Be Gone.
Get yours today and make that gray go away.
All right, welcome back to Pajama Party. One of you, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Whoop, whoop. See what I'm saying? You still in party mode, aren't you?
I am. I'm still in party mode. I just want to say shout out to everybody that wished me a happy birthday last week.
That was cool.
I had a wonderful week. I'm still partying, and just want to say thanks.
All right, Redwine.
So undeserving, but anyway.
Oh, please. I had a wonderful time. Just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. It wasn't even a milestone year.
Nope, doesn't matter. It was my birthday.
Okay.
So anyway, tonight, where am I? Oh, I'm just saying. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Go and get it.
Tonight, I'm just saying, I want to talk about Melania Trump. Yeah, I haven't said too much about her. You know, I've been trying to avoid that topic, but I'm going to talk about it tonight. So tonight, I'm just saying, and this is going to be quick, I'm just saying stand for something. Now, remember when Melania Trump said that she was going to work toward reducing cyberbullying when her husband was campaigning for president? And then remember how we all laughed because we know her husband is the biggest cyberbully on the internet? And then once they got in office, all of that cyberbullying platform just slowly faded away into the abyss. So I'm just saying, Melania, girl, stand for something. It's got to be a difficult task to keep making excuses for all the things that her husband says and does. I can't believe she actually agrees with all that stuff that he tweets, at least in private. I hope she has the nerve to tell him when he's gone too far or crossed the line. But her public voice is basically silent. Have you noticed that? You see her, but you don't hear her. I think they just deliberately keep her out of the mic. But I realize that the First Lady doesn't really have like an official job, you know, with actual responsibilities and stuff. But she's the one who people try to, who has tried to emulate First Lady Michelle Obama. Remember how many times she plagiarized her speeches? She is now using the same designer that Michelle Obama used. And I'm not saying that, you know, she's the only one who can use her. I'm just noticing how she tends to pattern a lot of what she does and says after Michelle Obama. So when Michelle got in front of microphones and said she was, when Melania got in front of the microphones and said she was going to work on cyberbullying, you know, I don't know if that was something she was requested to do, but that was her thing. She got up and said, hey, that's what I'm going to do. That's my platform. And then, next thing you know, ixnay on the bullying because what can you do? Your husband's the biggest internet bully out there. So it's not like she could really do much about that. So I'm just saying that she could do the whole country a favor if she just started at home on that. All that cyberbullying starts with her husband. But I guess right now that's not even her platform anymore, you know. And remember she said that she thinks the internet has become too mean and too tough. But, you know, that's the kind of stuff that her husband posts on a daily basis. It's mean and it's allegedly tough. You know, that's one of his favorite words. So my question is, what does she actually stand for? Now, when I looked at her official White House webpage, all I could find was her bio. Oh, it told you stuff about when she was a model and about her previous honorary chair positions and how she became a citizen and married Donald Trump and had a son, and that was pretty much it. It said that she enjoys helping people, but nothing about how she plans to help people as the First Lady. So I'm just curious. Since it looks like the cyberbullying thing didn't quite work out, what is her platform? I'm just saying, girls, stand for something. Whether I agree with her husband's politics or not, and by the way, I don't, there are young girls who look up to the First Lady. But she has yet to do anything except look stylish when she goes out. And I'm not knocking looking good. I'm all for it. But I'm just saying, girl, you got to stand for something. If nothing else, do it for the girls and boys that look up to your position. They're waiting to see what you're going to say or do. They don't want to just see that you go out and look good. They want to know, what are you about? What are you trying to accomplish so that they can have something to be proud of and aspire to be? I hope her husband didn't have the Obama vegetable garden destroyed. You notice we haven't heard anything about that. I know how much he likes McDonald's and fast foods and how much he dislikes Obama. So all I'm saying tonight is, if you don't stand for something, as the saying goes, you'll fall for anything. This is Redwine, and I'm just saying, Melania, girl, stand for something.
We're talking about the queen.
That was tough. You know? Yes, that's been solid.
I'm just saying, stand for something. You know, what are you going to do?
I hear you. Yeah, stand for something.
You know?
Uh-huh.
But you notice people dogged her about when they were heading to Texas. to check out the flood situation, and she came out in some stilettos and her aviator sunglasses, and she was looking like Fly Betty Bam. And folk got upset. But then when she came off the plane, when they got to Texas, she had on some Adidas tennis shoes.
Right, she changed her tune.
And, she was looking like, okay, I'm ready to actually. But my thing is, frankly, I don't care if she wears stilettos when she goes out.
You know what? Speaking of stilettos, let's talk about being the fact he done dogged us with the $20 bill of Harriet Tubman. Let's talk about a story that was in the news with the Treasury Secretary's wife.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, they went somewhere. I don't know the specifics of the story, but they went somewhere and they got off a government airplane.
They sure did. Mnuchin
and she was all fly with her outfit and everything. And a lady said, wow, look at you, like, spending all my tax dollars. And then the wife of the Treasury Secretary came back and said, something like, well, you couldn't even afford this here, and like flaunting her thing.
Right.
Now, what gets me, this is what really gets me, but I don't understand, or maybe I do understand. And it has to do with Mitch McConnell's wife. And I'm not speaking on these people's wives. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted, fellas, if you happen to hear the show. Mitch McConnell and the Treasury Secretary.
They listen.
But you guys got wives that are 20 years younger than y'all. And they fine as hell. Now, I'm trying to figure out what happened to y'all. That's what gets me. Now, your wife was so flamboyant with her situation, she recanted it now, saying, I shouldn't have said that, Well, you said what you said. Because that's the world you're in. Your world is privileged. Your world is prissy. You step on a government airplane, and now, just like Redwine always said, that's the time your ass got caught. But you done flew that airplane a lot. But now that the camera focused on you coming off here, and you had on all your gear, you had on your best shit, you had on your little everything, your tight shit, your designer stuff, you're looking good, looking fly, looking sexy. But then your old ass husband comes down the stairs, and I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? You dealing with that, or you messing with that? It's kind of scary because we're trying to figure out what was the attraction.
The money.
Was it the privilege, the money?
What about the money?
Did the Johnson have anything to do with it at all?
No.
What about Mr. Johnson? Did Mr. Johnson?
Why do you go with the same thing? No, Papa, it does not. $.
All right, my question.
Must be the money.
Okay.
I can understand the love and devotion and everything that's surrounding the bliss of the whole matrimony of everything. But did Mr. Johnson have anything to do with anything?
No.
Did he get to say a word?
No.
Did the one-eyed bandit get to speak at all?
No.
No? Wow. Okay. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying.
Now, here's another thing. When Trump was in his lobby talking about the whole situation with Charlottesville, at the time he had a meeting with his secretary of, what's Mitch McConnell's wife do? She's secretary of something.
Something.
Yeah. And she's standing next to him during his rate of, while he's carrying on about this here, and he's carrying, well, both people were in the wrong eye. And she's sitting there with a little, her permanent agent smile. And she's 20 years younger than Mitch McConnell. He looks like he's,
he looks like he's old as dirt.
Dirter than dirt. But anyway, everybody got these fine-ass wives. Your boy got a fine-ass wife, too. Newt Gingrich. He got a fine-ass wife.
Yeah, he does.
And the other guy from Arizona, McCain.
Yeah, he's got a...
McCain got a fine-ass wife. I'm like, damn.
That's how they roll.
They roll like a donut, man.
That's the perks of being a congressman.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently. But we're
going to take does Johnson have anything to do with it?
No, it does not.
Oh.
We're going to take a quick break while you figure that out.
Yeah.
And then we're coming back with
All right, let me show
Poppin 1146.
All right, I'm done with the Johnson.
Oh, yeah, sure you are.
This is the Pajama Party on Blog Talk Radio. The Pajama Party is produced by DC Homegrown Entertainment at www.dchomegrown.com. The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the Pajama Party crew and you. So pick up the phone and dial
That's 914-803-4306, and tell us what's on your mind. There's a big fluffy pillow reserved just for you at the Pajama Party, so call us now. And remember, it's PJs only, no clothes allowed. Pass it on. Log on to www.apajamaparty.com and click the Listen Live banner or call 914-803-4306. Now let's get back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party. Is it tea time, darling?
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine. How about that? Anyway, I was fired up earlier about things, and I'm
about that
Johnson. Mrs. Johnson.
So we're gonna calm down now and move into living for the city. So what you got for us tonight, Papa?
I have let's call it the Purple People Eaters. How about that?
Okay.
All right, I want you to listen to this loud and clear, okay? Because I'm gonna put this out here strong, and I'm gonna let you know why the world is the way it is. Okay? Because, see, the deception of people in the world today is strong. Oh, my God, it's so strong. It's unbelievable. Now, let's talk about what's called the Purple Line in Washington, D.C. The Metro Purple Line. The Purple Line is a new line coming out, and it goes between, where does it go? Silver Spring, goes all around. I should have did my homework a little better. But anyway, it's the line that the main story on this particular situation. But like I said, it goes to Silver Spring, I think Greenbelt. It's a good line. It's a good line. If you want to catch it, it goes somewhere in particular. It's a good line. It goes 2 or 3 different major areas in Maryland. It takes you through Chevy Chase and all that, which means it takes you through the serious suburbs. Yes, it's Chevy Chase, Silver Springs, and it comes back to the hood. Okay? Now, in order to build this line, they're going to build over top of the people in Chevy Chase had this little trail a bike trail, okay? Now, they're pissed off because this subway is coming, Metro is coming in, and it's going to take away this bike trail that everybody uses, and the bike trail is almost like 5 miles long and goes into another town. So they're able to bike for a long time, go to another area, and then come all the way back to another area, and they're getting rid of it. And a lot of people's children can go to school by taking the bike trail to school instead of catching the regular yellow bus. Okay? Now, being the fact they're taking this trail away, people whose kids caught the yellow bus now instead of taking their bike, got to get on the yellow bus. And a lot of those suburban people in Chevy Chase don't want their suburban child on that yellow bus. Okay? They think they might get a rash or something, or they might pick up a friend of a brown complexion or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, the law is drawn in what's it called? Chevy Chase? What's it called? Chevy Chase. The line is drawn in Chevy Chase now because there's people in Chevy Chase now that welcome that purple line. But they can't talk to their neighbors. They can't let it be known to the neighbors that don't want it. But they're still all friends because nobody's talking about who's against and who's for it. It's like a complaint that's kind of quiet on both sides, which goes to show that even back in the day when it came to racism years ago, white folks that lived in the suburbs that weren't racist at all still had to go along with the racist neighbors just so they can get along with them and live around them, if you can understand what I'm saying. You had to keep your true feelings, how you felt about black people, to yourself because you know your neighbor was racist as hell. So you couldn't speak on your like for your coworker or people who work for you or what have you when you're up in the suburbs around your white counterparts that are bona fide racists. And the same thing is happening now in Chevy Chase over this purple line where we got people that want the Metro so they can take a ride to different areas and do things and be more sociable in other areas. Then you got the people that don't want it because it's taking away their little convenience. But neither one is talking about what they feel about it because they got different views on it. So it's a subject that goes untalked about but there's different 50-50 views on it. And when I heard about that, it was very interesting because it just goes to show that in these suburban communities, opinions are so damn different. But it's a shame that when the skin color is the same, everybody thinks that their asses are united when they are not. Believe me, they're not united by no stretch of the imagination. Don't think because the white skin is in common that they have anything in common, okay? And please stop using the term that white folks stick together. That is bullshit, okay? That is bullshit. They are so different from one another, like your black counterparts are different from one another. There are 5 different shades of white, okay? There's a rich, there's a conservative, there's a liberal, there's the artistic, and there's a straight-up trailer park, and there's 5 different levels, and they can smell levels. One thing about white folks, they can smell one another and see who's who and what's what. When another white person walks in the room, if you got a snooty suburban white folk and you got a trailer park white folk walking in the room, that suburban joke can say, oh, look at them over there. Oh, my God, look at them. And they're talking about another white person. But they'll blend and talk to them because of the skin color that they have to try to keep on a united front. But deep down inside, they know they wouldn't, they're not going to hang out with them. They know that. So please, come to the realization that this world is separated in many, many different degrees. Don't walk in this world thinking that it's so black and so white. Oh, hell no. Look at Sheriff Clark, okay? Is he black? Oh, please. He going, like Ketel say, he going for the paycheck. If we're paying his black ass some money, he going to raise that flag, okay? I'm sorry, Ketel, I didn't mean to bring in my little argument. But anyway, in closing, I just like to say, look, please, stop thinking everybody's so united. This world is so individual, it's not funny. And then with the president we have in play now, who's into this divide and conquer thing, where he's supporting some people and telling some people to kiss his ass, it's so sad. Just like Redwine said about Melania. She don't know what to do. Just like I said earlier with Trump. Trump goes in the file cabinet every day and pulls out a file and says, oh, what's this here Barack did? Okay, let's change this. Well, do some work with make your own damn file cabinet instead of pulling out Barack's file cabinet and changing his crap. Yep. And the same with Melania. Do something different. Yep. Stop wearing your tall ass stilettos and all your fancy panties and all that, and do something different. Put on something casual and cordial, and stop looking so stuck up when you're only in your 40s. Your son is young. You should be vibrant. You're walking around like I think that Trump has got her moving slow and moving sluggish because she's trying to keep up with his old ass, basically. If she wasn't married to him and had the same status she got now, man, you probably see her at the club. Anyway, that's all I got to say for that.
All right. Melania at the club.
Anyway,
If you guys know that Melania's been hanging out at the club, hit us up tonight. 914-803-4306. And press 1. What club did you see?
I saw her at Bay Street over there in New Carrollton.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. That's where you hang out, huh?
I sure did.
Okay. We're going to keep moving, or we're going to take a break, or keep it moving? We're going to keep moving, Papa?
Sounds like y'all.
Okay. All right. So which way we headed now? We're going to Hollywood. Yeah, see what's going on out there. All right. What's happening on the West Coast, Ketel? See how they living. The Trumps and Melanias, they ain't out there, so
no, good.
A damn break from them.
They couldn't handle that West Coast.
Yeah. Well. Good news. Serena Williams gives birth to baby girl. Oh, that's so sweet. With her fiancé, Alex. I don't know his last name. Onehahayaya? Okay, we'll go with Alex. Okay. The baby was 6 pounds, 13 ounces. There is, I don't see a name. They got some well-wishers, Sierra, Lala Anthony, Eva Longoria. She gave a party. She gave a party last month. I think it was her birthday. So she gave a retro dinner in L.A., and those people attended. Friends with Lala Anthony? Evelyn, Gloria, Sierra. Oh, okay. Just now. We don't know who's going in what circle.
All of them have famous husbands anyway.
That's a whole nother show.
We won't go there.
We're gonna leave that alone.
We can leave it alone.
But check this out. Williams reportedly checked into 2 days prior, clearing out an entire floor, the hospital, for security purposes before going into delivery.
Pulled a Beyonce, huh?
Yes, she did. I guess she said Beyonce. She's not the only one that can do that. Okay. As we know, unfortunately, the Hurricane Harvey, the flooding and everything in Texas, some folks have stepped up to the plate. The largest donation to date is Michael Dell. He donated $36 million.
Wow.
The tech billionaire Michael Dell, who grew up in Houston before founding Dell Telecommunications, has pledged $36 million, the largest donation so far. So Dell said he spent 14 years in Houston. Matter of fact, one of the streets he talks about he saw was flooded. He said, I turned on the TV last week and saw a neighborhood called Maryland, where I grew up, which was flooded. So he said, okay, we just got to the grind and said, I'm going to donate $36 million. The foundation's goal is $100 million. So we'll see. Facebook and Google, they donated $1 million. They could probably give more, but anyway, we'll see.
Of course they could.
Apple donated $2 million to the Red Cross. So, as everybody knows, Kevin Hart, he stepped up to the plate, got on Twitter, Facebook, all of those, and did a little challenge among his friends. He called out Steve Harvey, The Rock, Chris Rock, David Chappelle, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, and Jerry Seinfeld. I said, really?
Really?
He wanted folks to donate at least $25,000, at least. That was the minimum. So,
you know, Donald Trump allegedly said he was donating $1 million of his own money.
Wow.
So we'll see if that really happens.
Right. And knowing him, he's going to sign an executive order that's going to come from somewhere else, just like that wall, right? To date, he has raised over almost $210,000, which is good. So a lot of people are stepping up to the plate. Kelly Rowland, Beyonce and Kelly Rowland, they're from Houston, and they have stepped up to the plate too. So people like Enterprise donated $1 million, Starbucks $250,000. The country singer Chris Young, he began a GoFundMe campaign. He's raised $100,000 already. So people are really coming out the woodwork. They're really coming out and helping out. So that's a good thing. So what is the pajama party? What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
We're going to donate Poppa DD.
Uh-oh. That's another chapter in the book.
You going to go help Poppa DD? I'll donate you.
I'm not going to mess with that.
Okay.
All right. Unfortunately, there's going to be some layoffs at ABC. At Disney. Aims to cut 10% of their cost, laying off some people. The media giant is targeting the cuts in its ABC television group. Disney has yet to finalize plans regarding staffing levels, but the company is seeking to make reductions as they go along. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
They have streaming through Netflix, and they're going to stop that service by 2019. And for them to say that they're going to save money, they're going to start their own streaming. Interesting.
And are they going to hire those people back that they got rid of when they start their own stream?
Doesn't say that.
Okay. Just wondering.
No, could there be a whole new set of people out of college that'll do it for less money?
There you go. You're probably right. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Flavor Flav, he's back in the news. On Wednesday, news broke that Flavor Flav, with the big clock, everybody knows Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
He is suing co-founder Public Enemy member Chuck D, along with others from the Public Enemy camp, over alleged unpaid profits. Chuck D took to Twitter on Thursday to address the issue. Drama is beneath me considering our age, the rapper wrote. It's low entertainment, but I'd definitely like to find those 50 songs he wrote. So I guess there's some songs out there that they have said that they collaborated together, and then they would, he would get paid. But he did not. So we want to see how that goes.
So Flavor Flav must need some cash.
I don't think so. Flavor Flav, no, I don't think so. I really don't. Well, that's it on the West Coast. One of those clocks he's wearing.
And I think he just hard up for some cash and decided, you know what, they owe me some money. I'm gonna go after that.
Well, now,
I can't say I'm mad at him if it's legit.
Yeah.
If you owe, pay up.
Yeah, too legit to quit.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're coming back with the cocktail of the week.
Right.
Living just enough for the city.
Okay, but why are we doing Stevie Wonder? I thought we were doing Pajama Party.
Well, I was talking about my little one of my segments of Living for the City.
Join the party.
Now you ride me.
That's every Friday night at 9. Pajama Party. No clothes allowed.
Ketel and Redwine stepping on my parade. I had the mic first. And they're coming in just trying to,
It's my turn.
Yeah, she's going to sing.
What number to call?
Call us at 914
803
4306
and press 1.
And press 1 to be put into the queue. And say what you have to say. You can read off what we're talking about. Come up with a new subject of your own. We're easy. We're liberal. We're easy.
Eastern Time.
Eastern Time. We're here 9 p.m. Friday nights. That's 6 o'clock on the West Coast. And maybe 7 o'clock in the mountains or in the
7 in the mountains.
Around Michigan and New Orleans and all that. We're like an hour back.
Yeah,
but 9 o'clock on the East Coast.
9:15 CP time.
CP time 9:15.
Don't be late when you listen to us. It's 9 o'clock on the dot.
That's right. Every Friday night.
We'll see you there.
Goodbye.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. One who's Poppa DD, me with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
Okay.
All right, it's time for the cocktail of the week. And the cocktail of the week is brought to you by DC Homegrown Entertainment. You can visit DC Homegrown Entertainment at www.dchomegrown.com. This week's cocktail of the week is the Cucumber Cosmo. Yay! Delicious. So tasty. The Cucumber Cosmo, the ingredients are 2 ounces of cucumber vodka, 3/4 ounces of fresh lime juice, 3/4 of an ounce of triple sec, 1/2 an ounce of simple syrup, and a splash of cranberry juice. Now, to make a Cucumber Cosmo, you want to put all those ingredients in a shaker with ice, shake it up well, and then strain it into a martini glass. And if you want to garnish, you can put a lime wedge or a slice of cucumber if you like. This is a refreshing cocktail, not too sweet, not too tart. We recommend using the Prairie Organic Cucumber Vodka. You can use whatever kind of cucumber vodka you like, but I recommend the Prairie Organic Cucumber Vodka. It has a fresh flavor, and it makes a great Cosmo. So check it out on the apajamaparty.com website and get the recipe and try it out. And if you try it, let us know. Let us know if you liked it or any of the other cocktails we've done previously.
That's right.
Holla back. And that's the cocktail of the week. Over to you, Papa. Going to go into the Kiss It list.
Okay. Kiss It list is it's a list that we compile. It was Redwine's idea.
Really? So we're going to put her on the kiss and list now? What's up?
That's going to be mine.
No, it was a list we compiled of everybody who just showed their butt, and just did something crazy. Or just something ratchet, And this the biggest thing that we don't like here on the Pajama Party is the people that roll in life like they're not accountable to anything. In fact, they wasn't raised by nobody. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we look at mostly?
Right.
How were you raised?
Say what they want.
Do what you want. Act like you're so tough. Be accountable. Exactly. Who raised you?
Ooh.
Show me a picture of your mama. You know what I mean?
We can put her on the kiss and list.
Or did your parents tell you to go out there and make money any way you can? No matter what. Don't worry about breaking hearts, stepping on anything, personalities, attitudes. Just go out there and make that money. But money has no value. It's so interesting. Money is a great thing. It's lovely. It's good to have. But two things that can't buy is love and happiness. How about that? Damn.
All right now.
I cannot buy love and I cannot buy happiness.
Okay.
I thought money was so valuable. If I can't buy those two things, then damn, everything else on the shelf don't mean squat.
All right now.
I mean, but I'm just saying. I'm sorry to use Redwine's line. Anyway, we got Eric Trump, who's the son of Donald Trump, the one that they really dog on Saturday Night Live. Oh Lord, I'm Eric. They beat him up. For tweeting that CNN could not cover Donald Trump's $1 million pledge to Hurricane Harvey several hours after he already broadcast and printed the story. They're claiming. Now, his father made him hate CNN. What the hell's up with that? I mean, I love my father dearly, but me and my father don't agree on a lot of things, and I'll let my father candidly know that. But see, Donald Trump is the facilitator of his life.
He holds the power.
The facilitator of his career. The facilitator of his bank account. So he got to go on with everything Daddy says. And is it cool? No.
No, he's loud and wrong. Talking about, watch CNN won't cover the fact that my father said he's donating $1 million. It was like CNN already covered that hours ago. You're late to the party.
They don't have a clue.
Anyway.
It's so dumb.
Okay.
Anyway, the Missouri Representative Warren Love for saying that people who defaced the Confederate monument should be lynched.
Yeah, something wrong with him.
Okay. Then you got Jason Spencer for saying that his colleague who supported the removal of the Confederate monuments, she might turn up missing. Now, you see the pattern on this?
Yeah.
Now, these people are talking about old Confederate statues that none of them, mind you, none of these people that support these statues have gotten their asses out there on a Saturday morning and shined these damn things. All these statues got a bunch of gangrene-ass corrosion on them and a bunch of pigeon dookie stink.
There you go.
Okay? Gangrene corrosion and pigeon dookie stink all over them. But they're claiming that they love them so much. All right, Georgia Representative, Eric Trump now, again, for not reading or seeing the coverage of Donald Trump's $1 million donation pledge that they had already covered on that. So we first talked about how he made a statement, and secondly saying that CNN already said it. All right, Donald Trump for ordering the military to give police grenade launchers, ban all this other stuff, and all that because they're supporting the fact that they think that the police is always hunting the black man. This is why people get behind law enforcement so much, because they think that the black man is the enemy. After all the stuff we as black men seen on TV that the police are capable of doing, do you think that we're dumb enough to put ourselves in that precarious ass fucked up position again? Are you kidding me? Really? Oh, there's dog doo-doo. Oh, I'm going to walk around it because I don't want it on my shoe anymore. You know?
Yeah, one would think. Who else we have?
Anyway, let's move on. Anyway, Katrina Pearson, ex-Trump spokesman, for saying that slavery history is a good history for Fox News.
Yeah, she's stupid.
She's
Ooh, Lord.
I heard somebody also
the
today.
Things that people say. What is
And it was
wrong
also a person
with
that spoke on Trump's behalf today I heard on the Al Sharpton show on Urban View today, it said that Trump is not a racist. He came on Al Sharpton's show and said Trump's not a racist because years ago he used to date black women. Wow.
Really? That's
Does
your
that
criteria?
make you not a racist because you date black women?
I'm dropping the
That
pin.
just shows you was trying to get some pussy. Okay? Anyway, we're going to move on because that was the most... when I heard that, I was like, wow. Wow. I used to date black women, so I'm not racist. Okay.
That's almost like I'm not racist. I have black friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've
I have
heard
black
that.
friends.
Okay.
I love my black
You got any over there, Redwine? Or you still going down the list?
No, I'm still going down the list
okay.
here.
Come on.
In South Carolina, high school principal Heather Taylor for discouraging girls that are larger than size 2 from wearing leggings, saying it makes them look fat.
Yeah, she's going to tell the girls, look, if you're bigger than a 0 or a 2, you really shouldn't be wearing leggings.
What's her name again?
What's her name?
Heather Taylor.
Heather Taylor. Crazy. So, of course, she took a lot of heat for that, and well-deserved. Who else?
Okay, William Bradford, a Trump appointee who had the Energy Office Department of Indian Energy, posting that President Obama's mother was a fourth-rated porn actress and a whore.
Yeah, that man's crazy.
Then saying accounts was attacked. His account was attacked by.
His account was hacked.
Hacked in order to get. Oh my God!
And
really?
then he resigned.
His
Anyway.
ran, huh?
He sure did.
Ivanka Trump for backing away from the gender gap wage data collection that she once supported to help guarantee equal pay.
Yeah, she was all down for equal pay for men and women before, championing the women and stuff. Now she's backed away from that and just decided, okay, well, I guess we're not going to have that. So, moving on.
That's all I got. I got Redwine and Ketel.
Yeah,
just being who
right.
they are.
That's why we got you, Poppa DD, top of
Just
list.
being who they are.
I got Lieutenant Greg Abbott saying the racial slurs.
Oh, he's
Georgia,
the one who said that he only kills black people. Right?
Yeah, no need to worry.
Black
We just kill black folks.
And also the GOP rep. Is that William C. Bradford?
Yeah, there was a William Bradford.
Okay.
Is he the one that threatened that black attorney and said she was going to come up missing? Was that him?
Yes, that was him.
No,
okay.
that was Jason Spencer.
Oh, Jason Spencer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, whatever that guy's name is, him.
Yeah, put on the list regardless.
Okay. Wells Fargo in the news again with that unlawful shiggity they doing again.
Redwine's people.
Right.
The guy that's head of the money thing, Steve Mnuchin.
Yeah, Treasury Secretary.
Yeah.
And I'm adding Best Buy for that price gouging.
Oh, for sure.
And anybody else that was in Texas.
I thought it was Home Depot.
No, that was Best Buy.
Oh, Best Buy.
Best Buy.
They don't even sell
Little punk ass stores
No,
that
that
nobody
was the
even
thing.
goes to anymore.
They were just trying to ride that money wave and say, people need water right now. Let's get some and sell.
And you're a major electronics store. Why would you even play that game? What was it, $42.95?
Yeah, $43 for a case of water.
For a case of water.
Also, David Clark for resigning.
Good boy.
Yeah, crazy.
He'll be in Homeland Security. They just giving that man too much damn power.
And Ricky Thompson. Forgot what he was. That was his issue.
I don't know. I think he was one of the weird news people.
Okay.
Yeah, and that sunbather, whoever that old man is sunbathing out naked on the trails and people trying to hike and stuff. Man, you need to get a backyard.
I know.
Anyway, we got something for everybody on the Kiss It list this week. Here's your prize.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh, you can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem,
right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one host, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Talk about it.
All right.
What's your last word, Papa? Get it together now.
My last word, first of all, is happy birthday to my sister, Patricia.
Patricia.
Her birthday was 26. And she turned
another year old.
Double nickel. God bless her. People in their 50s is making moves. And Redwine, 29 and older.
Hey.
Was it 39 and older?
Either one.
Either one, as long as you got a 30 or 20 line.
It doesn't matter to me, as long as I'm holding.
Redwine had a birthday. We won't say what day because we don't want to go out of her business like that.
Thank you so much.
So, to all the things in the world today, I just want to say, don't let it get you down, okay? Because as long as Trump is taking ideals from Barack, as long as Barack's name keeps coming out of Trump's mouth, that means that Barack is making an impact on his life. How about that?
That's true.
Because anybody you don't give a shit about, you ain't talking about. But as long as every day, I'm doing it because Barack did it. This is what Barack, I'm going to turn back what Barack did. That shows Barack's ass was working. All you doing is just going there, just, There's a difference between having a subscription to a newspaper and going around stealing newspapers off your goddamn neighbor's step. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Do you understand that? Barack had a subscription and Trump is stealing newspapers. Did you get that?
I feel you, Papa.
You got it? Okay. All right.
I feel you.
Anyway.
All right. Well, this is Redwine, and my last word is our thoughts and our prayers and our concern and everything are with all the people that were affected by Hurricane Harvey. I know it's been rough.
Yeah, that's very rough.
And it seems like the reports are getting worse by the day.
Yeah.
So I just hope that the people that are still needing assistance can get some help. I hope the government steps up and does what they need to do. I hope they don't drag their feet, and I hope that the person who calls himself president doesn't make things difficult for the people to get the help that they need.
And the Red Cross does the right thing with that money.
And the Red Cross does the right thing.
Okay.
All right, Ketel, over to you.
All right, my last word is, listen carefully, be generous. And when I mean that, that means be unselfish. Look out for others. Give monetary if you can. If you can only give $1, $10, $5, just give. Send it either to the Red Cross or one of your organizations that you think are reputable. Right now they're looking for money. I've heard that, they have gotten a lot of donations as far as money. Clothes and things like that, but they need money. So just be generous, that's all. And also a shout out to Redwine for having a B-Day party. That was off the chain. I know you had a great time.
Oh, we had a ball.
We had a few surprises.
Yeah.
3 little surprises.
Yeah.
2 from out of town and 1 local. But
very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. This is Ketel, and I'm out. We'll see you next week.
All right. Say good night, Papa.
Good night. Good night.
We got a little mouse back there in the kitchen.
Yeah. All right. And this is Redwine. I'm saying bonsoir until next week. Visit apajamaparty.com to listen to tonight's episode, previous episodes, and get general information about the show. And tell a friend.
To bring a friend.
All right. Share the wealth. Don't just keep it all to yourself.
That's right.
Ketel said be generous. You go. So let's all share.
Have a date night, including the
pajama party. I know that's right.
Put your pajamas on.
And listen to the show.
Wash your butt, honey.
Oh boy.
And sit back and get
Say good night, Papa. Okay. We're out.
Okay.
Catch you next Friday.
All right.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so. I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret
to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party.